Welcome to the Kunz family fantasy football update. We'll have a brief recap of last week's games, discuss last week's MVP, and then take a short peek at this week's matchups. So, for last week's matchups, we had Beat Your Buttercups with a victory over Lot Lazards, 94-86. Just in Time taking home the win versus I Don't Know, IDK, with a 105 versus 73 point victory. CD's Nuts at 96 versus Jonathan Taylor's Gay, 84. CD's Nuts with the win. And last week's high-scoring affair, Let's Go Brandon with 144 points versus St. Patty's, 119. Sorry, Avery, if you had played anybody else, you might have won, but you just drew the short straw there. Last week's MVP was Cooper's Beat Your Buttercup's own Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 21.5 points to propel Beat Your Buttercups to a victory against the Lot Lazards, just the boost that they needed. Now, this week, we have the Lot Lazards versus Just in Time, I Don't Know IDK versus Let's Go Brandon, St. Patty's and the Fighting Catholics versus Jonathan Taylor is Gay, and perhaps the primetime event is CD's Nuts versus Beat Your Buttercups, both with 3-1 records. But this is not to discount any of the games this week. All of them are projected to be close matchups, so this might be the time for you to check your fantasy football roster to see if there's anything you can do to edge out your competitors. And last but certainly not least, this presentation was brought to you by Borden's Chocolate Milk. If it's Borden's, it's got to be good. And we'll see you next week. Until then, take care and update those rosters.